Take it, guys. We're right here at Timeplast factory, and today we're going to be launching a brand new filament. We call it Timeplast Light Lithophane. So stay tuned to find out what is this filament all about. So, as you may know, we have a filament called Timeplast Light. In that particular filament, we fine-tune the nucleation speed so that the crystallinity in that particular polymer is fine-tuned for scattering light and transmitting light at a specific percentage. So typically, materials either transmit the light fully, like an optical fiber, then there are other types of materials that would just not transmit any light, essentially would completely diffract light, and so it defeats the purpose. Timeplast Light came into the picture to have a balance between transmission versus diffraction percentage, so that light can be transmitted while it's being diffracted or scattered. And the result is a filament in which you can see light like an LED strip or an LED light, but instead of having multiple LEDs, you only need to have one LED at the source, and then the entire filament is going to be shining. And that is a very interesting filament that we developed. But then I was looking at some lithophanes of the past, and I thought, wow, there's got to be a way for us to leverage our light transmission particular technology from that filament into a lithophane type of filament that would not only scatter light, but also it would have a specific formulation so that any shape, any faces, any three-dimensional shape can be even more noticeable. So it has a less transmission percentage, it scatters more, but nonetheless, it transmits a certain amount of light. So we believe that this is a perfect balance for lithophane, and it's going to be incredible. So I have the filament here. I'm going to start drying the filament, and we're going to be printing a portrait. Now, subscribers will get a step-by-step process as to how to go from a picture, a portrait. It can be, you know, somebody's portrait, or it can also be a landscape. It can be just anything that you can screenshot, any letters, anything you want to create some 3D texture on top of it. And so we have a method to do that. It's actually quite easy. And then we're going to be creating that lithophane from an image. That file we're going to be printing, we're going to see how this particular filament behaves.
All right, guys, check out how beautiful it's printed right now. It's semi-transparent, but it has this unique effect that we tailored in by adapting the nucleation speed so that the crystallinity of this material is fine-tuned for a lithography. Super excited to see how it comes out. One of the interesting things about this filament is that if you don't dry it, it will produce this opaque type of print. And when you do dry it, it's going to be a little bit more transparent. So one little thing for you to keep your eye on. And this is how it's supposed to look after it's been dried. Let's see how it performs.
Now, let me show you a surprise. Yes, we're entering a bathroom here. Now, as you can see, there's nothing on the walls, right? But when you turn off the lights, you know, we have this light tag that we're trying to improve. But the surprise that I have is that this filament, this particular filament here, it's also a glow-in-the-dark filament, as you can see. Right? So, not only you will be able to see your lithophane during the day, but also during the night, and we think it's going to be amazing. This is the first time that we combine the light technology with a lithophane technology with a glow-in-the-dark pigment. So we believe the results are going to be incredible. Okay, guys, I hope you are prepared to be blown away. So I'm going to show you in a few seconds the finished print, and this is so incredible that you can actually see my son's face in this print. You're gonna be able to look at the face only because of the technology. Because if you look at it without any lights, it doesn't seem like my son at all. But this is pretty interesting. Okay, guys, are you prepared to be blown away? Check it out. Isn't that my son's face? Now, when I turn the lights on, you're going to be able to see it looks nothing like my son when you have it in your hand, right? However, when the light's off, you can absolutely see that it is my son in there. This is precisely the power of lithophane. And here's another example. This is a picture of my wife. You can see her hair, her facial expression, even her teeth. It's incredible, right guys? Alright, here we go. This is how the Timeplast logo looks like. Isn't that cool?